Now everybody knows who Sophie Cunningham is. Everybody wants a piece of Sophie Cunningham. Her jersey is the #1 selling jersey in the WNBA. Sold out. Now, why?
I don't guess you could buy the entire WNBA.
One shirt, one post, one player. That's all it took to send shockwaves through the WNBA. Sophie Cunningham didn't just wear an Arby shirt, she ignited a movement. In that moment, it wasn't just fabric on her back. It was a spark that would burn the league's comfort zone to the ground.
Somebody that has gotten ridiculously popular this year with the Indiana Fever. I made a prediction that she was going to be the second most popular player on this team by the end of the year. And then, of course, there was the big incident during the Connecticut Sun game. And by the end of that game, she was known as Caitlin Clark's enforcer.
$800,000 in shirt sales in a single day. The WNBA was blindsided and scrambling. Their answer: fine her. The fans' answer: crown her a legend. But this wasn't the end. It was just the opening bell. Offers poured in, including one from professional wrestling. And it all traced back to a foul no one dared to whistle. Sophie took a hit to the head. Silence. A neck grab. Still nothing. The crowd boiled with rage. But Sophie had reached a breaking point. Then came the TikTok, the one that scorched the refs as slow, useless, and blind. It detonated online. 1.3 million views in minutes. And the comment section? Pure bedlam.
You can see after the game, Caitlin Clark and Sophie are both running up to the referee here. They are both so upset, and the referee is just walking away from them. He won't even look at them in the face. He keeps turning. Like, Sophie even went up at one point and is like tapping on his arm. He would not even look at them. You guys, I have watched so much basketball in my lifetime, so much NBA, so much professional basketball. It's comical at times when you see the players after the games talking to the refs, because a lot of them end up knowing each other at a certain point because they've reffed their game so many times. The fact that this referee wouldn't even acknowledge the player.
Fans unleashed the words players were too scared to speak. But instead of listening, the WNBA hit Sophie with a $5,000 fine. Their message was clear: shut up. Her response: laugh in their face. And then, drop the hammer. Game night arrived, and Sophie walked in wearing the now infamous Arby shirt. Hot girls eat Arby's. The internet erupted. It wasn't just comedy, it was a calculated strike. Fans went feral. Arby's official account called her an unapologetic queen. The clip: unstoppable. Comments screamed, iconic. Marketing genius. The shirt sold out nationwide. Within 24 hours, 800,000 units gone. Millions in revenue. Not a cent for the WNBA. What they tried to bury became the biggest marketing win in women's sports. And Sophie's TikTok? It exploded from 300,000 followers to over 1.7 million in days.
As her jersey surpassed the all-time woman, Caitlin Clark. The most popular woman ever in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark, got her jersey surpassed by Sophie Cunningham. Why? Because Sophie Cunningham stood up for Caitlin Clark. She did all of these Instagrams. She did all of this stuff. And next thing you know, it all didn't matter. It didn't matter. I mean, I'm looking at her Instagram now.
Then the floodgates opened. Brands came running. Jersey sales surged. And the plot twisted again. Jeannie Buss, owner of the Lakers, offered Sophie a spot in Women of Wrestling. Called her the enforcer the WNBA needed, not just for herself, but to protect Caitlin Clark. Even Clark's name was pulled into the firestorm. And Angel Reese. She reposted the Arby's clip with a fire emoji and the caption, "They scared of real ones." But here's the uncomfortable truth the WNBA will never say out loud: they made this happen. They punished instead of protected. They silenced instead of supported. And Sophie, she's now the face of the rebellion.
This arrangement into the Chicago Sky game. Of course, the Indiana Fever, I would like to say, beat the brakes off the Sky, but really it felt like they underachieved a good bit yesterday with so many Sky members being out of the lineup. But nonetheless, she came walking in to the arena yesterday wearing that. There she is right there. Let's just bring this up over at Tater Report. There she is right there. Hot girls eat Arby's. I can only imagine, and I have no idea. I would assume this is some kind of sponsor.
While league officials scramble to control the narrative, Sophie is out here crafting her own, bold, unapologetic, and written in fire red ink. The story isn't over. It's only getting louder.
This is an entertainment business. I know a lot of people pay a lot of money to come and watch us play, and so we want them to have fun. And at the end of the day, I work my tail off in the off season, and now this is my fun. I want to go out there, I want to smile, I want to laugh, I want to get the crowd involved, and that's just who I am. I'm an energy player, and at the end of the day, I'm going to do whatever the team needs. But when you get this building popping, it's really hard to play here.
You're going to play on national television every game. That helps your brand. You come to play with the Fever because you're playing with Caitlin. You become friends with one of the most powerful athletes in America. But then there's always that moment. And for Sophie Cunningham, that moment occurred the other day with a takedown, a grab. It was perceived that she was protecting Clark. Wasn't really that, but that perceptions rule. And now people are interested. It's good.
With Arby's sauce dripping from the top, the question now rips through the fan base. Is the WNBA even safe for its own stars anymore? Or is this league quietly tearing itself apart from the inside?
And so it's just trying to make everyone match and make sure we're all just having good vibes, right? You know, the seasons has a bunch of highs and lows, and so just trying to keep a level head on everyone. But I also think that we get to play basketball for a living, and that's super fun. So sometimes you just need a good perspective of like, hey, we're in the grind right now, and it feels hard, but at the end of the day, we get to dribble a ball for a living, so we got to be.
Sophie has already proved one thing. Authenticity crushes control. Speaking out will always outshine silence. And a fine. It's nothing when the crowd is chanting your name. But here's the twist no one saw coming. The WNBA is considering banning all branded clothing. That's their master plan. Not better refs. Not stronger leadership. Just more control. Meanwhile, Sophie fires back, posting a story with an Arby's burger in one hand and a gold chain around her neck that reads 5K Fine Club. Oh, and the whispers. Arby's might make her the face of their next national campaign. $2 million on the table. This fight is no longer just about Sophie. It's about every athlete who's been told to shut up and play. If you believe Sophie Cunningham just changed the game forever, drop a fire emoji in the comments. And here's the real question. Is the WNBA collapsing, or just terrified of its own stars? Don't move, because next episode, we reveal the untold story of how Caitlin Clark almost